Till that when a girl from India lost both her arms, she received big, dark, and hairy arm transplants from a man. However, after a few years, her new arms became more slender and also changed color to match her skin tone. It is mind-boggling that this is even possible at all. Amazing story. Check out the photos in the article. The difference in proportions of the arms to her body is fascinating. Till you can do arms transplants. Never mind the changing color or build. They can do limb transplants now. That's the real Till here. That is amazing. I've never heard of such a transplant. Big, meaty arms. I've always wondered, after doing this, say the girl was 10 and the man's arms were 60 years old, now if the girl lived to be 60 at 70 years old herself, would those arms be totally deteriorated and dying off before the rest of her body? Totally serious question. To answer a few posters. 12 flexor tendons on average, 1 to thumb /FPL / 2 to each finger /FDS and FDP / then 1 on the thumb side of the forearm /FCR / 1 on the pinky side of the forearm /FCU / and 1 that exists in only about 20 to 30% of people, and in some of those it's only found on one arm /PL / The transplants are done further up the arm from the tendons, so there isn't actually any tendons being stitched together. The bones are cut and the donor's arms harvested without injuring the connections with the muscles. In the photo, you can see her scar in the lower right-hand corner and it is just around her elbow. It is designed this way to keep the scar line on the outside and inside border of the divot, called the antecubital fossa, formed by your elbow, because otherwise this can cause a contracture. In other words, the scar will contract and then she couldn't extend her elbow fully. The bones are likely attached in the forearm, close to her elbow, and the skin is stitched together with a Z pattern. If the scars were straight lines around the arm, again they would contract and actually could end up acting like a tourniquet. If you want, look up the term Z-plasty. For the nerves, the primary nerves at the level of her connection are the median, controls thumb/index pinch, ulnar, controls your ability to cross your fingers, signal back to MR. Spock, or keep your fingers extended while flexing your knuckles, and radial nerves, lets you extend your fingers/thumb. There are some sensory nerves as well, but they don't have the limitations that motor nerves do. The biggest issues for her aren't any of those things above. There are two things that could primarily lead to her having a bad outcome. 1. There is always a risk of rejection, can happen immediately when the clamps are released and blood flows into the donor hands or, can happen the following day, week, months, or even years later. In truth, rejection can only be minimized and is otherwise a slow, smoldering process, and immunosuppression medications can only prolong the inevitable. 2. Nerves can actually regenerate, and they do so at about 1 mm per day. We tell people 1 cm/month to be conservative. Nerves have to connect to muscles, somehow, and this is done at the motor end plate. As with all things, if you don't use it, you lose it, and the motor end plates actually completely degenerate after about 18 months. After the nerves are stitched together at the elbow, the nerves need to grow all the way down to the hands before the nerve/muscle connections are lost. If this is delayed, then the nerves will regrow but the muscles won't fire. She'll feel pain and other things, but her hands won't work as well as they could. Wait. You can transfer gains. Why the hell have I been working so hard all these years for? I had a tissue graft from the back of my hand onto the tip of my finger. It now has a fingerprint. Wish I could compare it to my previous print. Only 200 successful hand transplants have taken place worldwide, including 9 in India, since the first in the United States in 1999 on a man whose left lower limb had been blown off by a firework. So the first successful hand transplant was to a guy's leg. It is more common than you think. I am a dentist. Once we had to put a skin graft in the vestibule of the mouth for reconstruction. Though efforts are made to remove the hair sprouting part of the skin, some strands did sprout which was removed with laser. After 3 years however, the mucosa of the mouth grew into it and now apart from it looking thick, it looks like any part of the mouth. It's called mucosalization of a graft. Genuine question. How does our body decide to accept/reject a stranger's body part during a transplant? But how can she slap? So what happens with the fingerprints from a legal standpoint? How do they make someone's fingerprints legally belong to another person after something like this? If you ever slice off a limb accidentally, put it on ice and get to the hospital ASAP. Chances are, they can reattach it if you move fast enough and the arm doesn't become necrotic from lack of circulation. Ice. Fingers too, especially fingers. Granted, there's a very good chance that it won't function like it used to. Rehab can probably get you 80 to 90% of the way back. But hey, you'll still have them and they'll still function. Since reattachment is possible, it doesn't surprise me that a straight-up transplant is also possible. Her body took ownership of new arm, literally. How the heck do you even figure out you can do that? Whelp legs just hack the arms off that guy and stitch them to that guy. What could go wrong? Worst case of man hands I've ever seen. Till you can implant a new arm on someone. WTF? Excuse me. Arm transplants. MTF trans commentary. This is totally normal. When I started estrogen, my feet and hands got noticeably slimmer and dainty. I went down 1 shoe size while at the same weight. Also, my skin tone noticeably cleared up. She tamed them. We all feel very happy for her, said Dr. Ayer. The best moment was when she sent me a handwritten note on my birthday. I could not have asked for a better birthday gift. Shoot. That's sweet. Doesn't this make sense? Her endocrine system does not primarily run on testosterone. Arm hair declines naturally if a person, or body part in this case, goes from male to female levels of testosterone, but she has man hands. Jerry Seinfeld. Wait, arm transplants are a thing? Holy crap, mind blown. Real life Lana Kane. She's got man hands, Jerry. I wonder if she had any increase in strength after she healed since she had the arms from a man? Although I could see strength also decreasing due to scar tissue, or the effects of surgery. I wonder what it would be like to get used to new hands. Her hands look gigantic in the article, but in this video from a year ago they look almost normal. https://youtube.b/rejactgwpdmk. I'm reminded of a particular Seinfeld episode. She should become a MMA fighter. That was nice of him to donate both of his arms like that. This is incredible. I'm so happy for her. Epic stealth pun in article. Click link to article, scroll down, and read beneath the photo of her wearing the slings after transplant. Didn't read the article, it's simple why this happened. Hormones. Wait, we can transplant whole fucking arms now? When did this happen? What the fuck, I didn't realize arm transplants were a thing. Till we have limb transplantation. She had man hands. Title got me thinking a 10-year-old got grown man arms. She was 18 when she had the accident. She's a woman. Not a girl, so if I were to transplant a big black dick to myself, in a few years it'll go back to being a skinny 3-inch. It's basically a temporary upgrade then. Did her mom help her out while she didn't have arms? Oh fuck. They put it on backwards. LOL. Lana AAAAA, https://www. YouTube.com/watch, v=4_yuck7gk1y. Next project, Vishnu. Till you can get full arm transplants. That's nuts that they changed, but I'm still stuck on you can transplant arms. Man hands. I honestly imagined arms that were like way too big for her. Till you can just straight up transplant arms. She's my neighbor and her journey has been so inspiring for us all. The fact we're just transplanting hands is so fucking cool. This is the most we're living in the future shit I've seen since the video iPod.